what an honor to be able to be here and to intro Jeannie and talk to her tonight. Before we get started, just let us know in the comments, where are you from? Where are you tuning in from? We want to know. We want to see all over the United States, hopefully in Canada and other places in the world. But let's just jump into it, Jeannie. I got my first question here is, why did you start Beauty Society?
Sometimes I think about that a lot. I was fast approaching my 40th birthday. I'm a mother of 4. My oldest son went off to college, and I kind of went into panic mode. I love being a mom. I loved being a stay-at-home mom. I loved everything about it, but once my oldest went off to college, I just got this feeling like, wow, there's really got to be something more for me to do with my life, and not just more trips or more shopping, but like I wanted to feel more of a purpose. I felt very purposeful as a mom. I just wanted to feel purposeful as a person, as a woman. And I noticed looking around, and my girlfriends were all around the same age, I could tell that they were feeling the same way. So I wanted to do something, and I didn't want to do something small. I wanted to do something big. So I had to really wrap my head around what that might be. And it took some time. And I really wanted to get into the beauty industry. Having never been in the industry before, I was really, really, really tired of buying products that didn't work. Fast approaching 40, I was seeing all the signs of sun damage and aging and all of the things. But nothing I used, nothing that was recommended to me, no matter how much I spent on it, worked at all. Worked a little bit, but was not making the differences that I was expecting. So I knew everyone else was expecting the same. And right around the same time, I kind of got introduced to the direct sales industry. And this is an industry that I had never been in before. So never been in the beauty industry before, never in the direct sales industry before. It was like a lofty goal, but I loved, if it could work, I told myself this could be great. And I really not only cared about what I looked like, I also cared about spending time with my friends, and knowing that the direct sales industry was such a conglomerate of people working together closely to make a difference. I just decided to dive all in. So that's why I started it.
I love that. And the statement that stands out to me the most is like, you just wanted to make an impact, right? And what better impact than to impact thousands upon thousands of people with their skin and their finances. I love that so much. So my next question is, so many people who start businesses, Jeannie, they get investors, right? They get people to come along them to buy into their vision. And you didn't do that. You remained a sole female CEO and owner. And why did you decide to do that? Why didn't you get investors and go that route?
Well, a couple of reasons. One is, anyone that knows me, I really don't like someone telling me what I have to do. Like, I'm kind of like a rebel that way. I think a lot of women are. So there was that. But I also, building this business from the beginning, lofty goals, and knowing that I wanted to be the decision maker for the big decisions. And so many companies that have private equity investments or other investments, the investors almost always, I would say 99% of the time, they care more about making money than making a difference. They truly do. I've seen it time and time again. I grew up in Silicon Valley before it was Silicon Valley. So I just saw it over and over and over again. And I just said, yeah, that's not for me. That's not for us. And it did take longer, much longer. Every dime we made needed to go back into the company because we didn't have a big investment for our investors. But I'm really proud of that. I think it was the best decision, honestly. We do it our way, and we do it with integrity at all times. And we don't have anyone breathing down our necks to say how it's going. We have to actually all of ourselves say, how's it going?
I love that. I love that you want to be so involved. I mean, to this day, you still pick up the phone and call customers. My mind is blown with that quality that you have. I love it so much. So
real quick, I'm going to jump in. What you just said, I was on a 3-way call with someone a couple weeks ago, and one of the gals on the call said, yeah, Jeannie's the CEO, and she called my customer and straightened things out right away. And she said on the call, what CEO would pick up the phone and call the customer and just fix the problem? And I interrupted her and I said, for me, I think what CEO wouldn't?
I love that.
seriously. So I just, here at Beauty Side, we think and see things differently. So.
I love that. And you can feel it. You can feel when you're talking, you genuinely mean it. And anyone who's worked alongside you knows that. What was your biggest hurdle in your journey? What was the biggest hurdle you had?
The biggest hurdle, honestly, was knowing nothing about the industry. So I had to start from scratch. So no, knowing nothing about the beauty industry or the direct sales industry, one of the biggest hurdles was deep delving into the direct sales industry. I went to a big conference right before I got started to learn everything about this industry. And I went to this conference, it was 3 days, it was rather expensive, but I'm like, that's the price I got to pay for avoiding this industry. I wasn't a big fan of it, being honest. In my previous life, I was not a big fan of it. So I had to learn a lot about it fast. And at this conference, it's a 3-day conference. On the second day of the 3-day conference, I was asking so many questions and questioning some of the things that they were saying what the best practices were. I actually got thrown out. I got physically picked up and removed from the conference and told, I'm not welcome here. I was asking too many questions. And at that point, I knew this was the industry I needed to be in. This is the industry that I wanted to make a difference in. There's so many benefits to it. There are some things that aren't done properly that I feel aren't done properly. We avoid those things at all costs. We don't have to. So that was probably the biggest hurdle, but I really feel that it was our biggest superpower, because being totally new to the industry, there was no preconceived notions about how it should be. Everything was about what it will be like. So anyway, that was our biggest hurdle.
I love that. Okay, so I'm going to get choked up talking about this one. You were just recognized as the fastest growing network marketing company in the United States. I literally don't have any words for that. It took quite a long time to get there. So like during that process, how many years?
Our first sale, actually, I go by this, was August 26th. So 2 days from now, or tomorrow, say the 25th. Anyway, right about now in 2005, that's the day, the very first sale that was made is the day that I say that we were in business. It was established in 2004. There was a lot of work to get done before we actually made our first sale. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. And I think I'm still in shock. When you mentioned that, I still get chills throughout my body. I'm still in shock. It still doesn't feel real. It's like that dream come true for sure. I'm just so proud because it's a testament to how hard we work, how much we care, how integrity is everything to us. So many companies talk the talk, very few actually walk the walk, and we've made this very long, interesting and exciting and competitive journey on our own and with all of you girls, and it's literally a dream come true by far.
I love that so much. So we all know as humans, sometimes we kind of like can't see past like maybe a year or 2 years. And here, you stayed focused for 15 plus years. Was that hard? What kept you focused?
I'm kind of one of those people when someone says you can't do it, I'm like, watch me. So there's that. I definitely have that. I felt bad for my dad. Everything he told me to do, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the other exact opposite of what you're telling me, Dad. So there's a lot of that in me, but I don't know, never giving up. The dream was real from the beginning. I wanted to build the largest beauty company in the world, and I just said it over and over and over and over again. And everything that got in our way, every problem that we faced, I took it as a challenge just to learn something. I really, honestly, there were so many times that I could have given up, and I don't know, maybe should have given up, right? But those are the times that made me absolutely never give up, ever give up. And I think that's important for people. I definitely think it's important for as women, right? Moms, all that stuff. Like, you don't have the luxury of giving up. You know what I mean? So I just never felt that I was going to, or I wanted to, or I was able to. I didn't want to.
Well, it's just a testament to like you're a true problem solver. So the most successful people in the world are those who can overcome any problem. I love that so much. Here's the $1 million question, Jeannie. What makes Beauty Society products different?
Okay, that's probably the $1 billion question. So many things make our products different. Number one is our number one goal is to create products that work and work so well and work better than anything else in the marketplace. That's the number one priority. Products that are effective and highly effective. And we obviously can, right now, we can prove they're this highly effective. One from everyone loves them, an amazing, amazing transformation before and after pictures. Like every time I see one, I get choked up because it's so insane how really, really good ingredients used at the required dose dependent levels do make the difference in clinical studies. But we spent the last 17 years banking every dollar that we made or reinvesting it to build our own manufacturing facility. So what makes us different is not only that we demand that our products are quality, we make our own products in our own facility. We control all the ingredients, the percentages of the ingredients, the manufacturing, everything. And I knew from the beginning, starting a little beauty company, having never been in the industry before, like something had to be different. And I thought to myself, the best thing that could be different is actually create products that work, because I personally had never bought a product that, some products made my skin a little softer, a little maybe less oily, I don't know, a little softer. I never bought anything more than once. I buy something, and if it was empty or close to, I'd go and buy something different. So I knew that we had to have products that were amazingly strong and effective, and that people would buy again and again and again. And for me, myself personally, I would never put a person in a situation to join Beauty Society to sell a product to a friend or a neighbor or a coworker or a stranger that wasn't the very best in the world, because I need to sleep at night too. And I just think that's how it should be done.
I love that so much. Okay, so we have so many options here for people to get our products at affordable pricing. I mean, we blew up during a pandemic. We were still able to keep our pricing at the same level, and it's always been really important for you, for the everyday woman, to be able to have our products. How are you able to do that when they're so good?
Well, part of it was our goal of creating our own manufacturing facility, and thank goodness we were able to do it, and we've completed that, and it's amazing. I've always wanted these products to be unbelievably powerful and affordable for the everyday woman. That was just my goal from the beginning. Quality products with quality ingredients that the everyday woman could afford. And I just feel so fortunate, 17, 18 years later, that our products are still really affordable. There's a few of them that we launched with that are so amazing that we've never raised the price, because I feel better knowing that these are products that people don't have to like cut something else out of their life, out of their budget, to use products that, and this isn't just about products that make you look better. It's not just about looking better. When you look better, you feel better, and it's confidence. So I just think it's important to give a really quality product that the everyday woman can afford, the everyday family can afford. So
I love that. I love that so much. And one of my other favorite things that I love about what you do, Jeannie, and probably one of the things I was like, this is a company I want to be a part of, was when you told us that from the beginning, day one, you have had a 12-month money back guarantee. So tell me about that. Why did you decide to do that? How are you able to sustain a business for this long with that guarantee?
well, it's funny. That's one of the things that got me thrown out of that direct sales, network marketing, build a business conference. And one of the reasons they threw me out is they made a statement in this symposium I was in, and they said, never give more than a 30-day money back guarantee if you can. That's your goal. Try and just do 30 days. And I raised my hand and I said, well, I'm going to do a 12-month money back guarantee. And everyone laughed at me. They made a big deal about it. And they said, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I said, why? Why can't I? I think I can. And they said, well, because you'll go out of business. And I said, well, of course, if the products aren't quality, if people don't love them, then they'll return them and I will go out of business. So then I was even more determined to do it. And another reason that I wanted to do it is I certain department stores I like to shop at, like Nordstrom's has this really beautiful return policy. Costco, the huge department store, right? Really great return policy. And I figured if I'm going to be a big player in this industry, I want that quality of a return policy. Especially, I'm asking people to sell these products that we create. And I don't ever want anyone to be working as a beauty advisor and to be in a situation where someone bought something from them and they're unhappy with it and they can't get their money back or have it exchanged for 12 months. And the great news is we were right. We have the lowest return rate of anyone I've ever met in our industry, the absolute lowest. So I don't know, it's another win-win thing, that policy of ours.
Just trusting your gut, Jeannie, just trusting your gut. Okay, so tonight there are so many people that are watching this that have been literally praying for what you're talking about tonight. They're praying, you're giving them hope. If they were to join tonight, what's the best advice that you could give them for starting their own beauty society business with you?
I don't know, it's everyone has their own why, everyone has their own reason. Honestly, be confident in who you are. Be confident in an industry. Maybe you've done this before. I promise you, you have my absolute solemn promise that this is different than anything you've ever done before in this industry, and you will love it here. You'll feel not only at home, you will be wildly successful here. But for those of you who have never done this before, like me, for those of you who have maybe tried this before, it didn't work out, or you're just really against it, I totally feel you and hear you. Have faith in yourself and have faith in a business that has faith in you. No one at Beauty Society is a number, everyone is a person. There's an old saying that's probably been around longer than I have. Never go into business with your friends, right? And when even as a young woman, I'm thinking, well, if you're saying don't go in business with your friends, are you saying go in business with your enemies, right? Like ridiculousness. I like being slightly disruptive. I think a lot of them do. Beauty Society is built to give women and people confidence in their lives, confidence in their appearance, just confidence in themselves. So my advice is jump in fearlessly, looking for that one thing that is the best part of you, because I'm 99.9 or 100% sure that you'll find it here. Truly.
Jeannie and Haley, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Haley, thanks for guiding us through our call. To everyone that attended tonight's call, thank you so very much. If you have any additional questions, we are here to chat with you, and we cannot wait for you to join this Beauty Society community. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, girls. Thanks, everyone, for joining.